be seated. Good afternoon, honored friends, family members, and most importantly, class of 2016. On behalf of all of our faculty and staff members at McKinney-Boyd High School, as well as the McKinney Independent School District, I want to welcome everyone in attendance at this very special event. It is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we are so glad that all of you have joined us today to celebrate these special Broncos. These Broncos sitting here before you are very deserving of this fine occasion. They have all worked tirelessly, they have all worked hard, and they have earned this honor. And I know, just like myself, all of you are very, very proud of this class of 2016. To start off today's event, I am very privileged to introduce some very special guests that are sitting on the stage behind me. We're going to start with our members of the MISD Board of Trustees, starting with Board President, Mrs. Amy Dankel. Board Vice President, Bobby Amick. Board Secretary, Mrs. Lynn Sperry. Board Trustee, Mrs. Kathy Livesey. Board Trustee, Mrs. Maria McKenzie. Board Trustee, Mrs. Stephanie Odell. And Board Trustee, Mr. Curtis Rippey. Additionally, it is my privilege to introduce to you a very familiar face here in Bronco world, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Rick McDaniel. Others on stage today also include our Associate Principal, Mr. Cruz Saenz. And last but certainly not least, we have special members of our class joining us on stage that consist of our student council officers, our class officers, and of course, our valedictorian and salutatorian that have held numerous positions in our school throughout the last year. Seated from your left to right, Caroline Rollins, Macy Prince, Bradley Stockmo, Emily Daniel, Jake Robson, Baron Phillips, our salutatorian, Anthony Liu, and our valedictorian, Larissa Martinez. And last but certainly not least, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize the individuals that have a huge responsibility in making the moment of the lives of these Broncos possible. Can I please have all members of the McKinney-Boyd High School staff and faculty stand today and be recognized? They are truly the heart and soul of our McKinney-Boyd Broncos, and we are glad they are with us tonight to witness this special occasion. I also want to take a few minutes just to say thank you to my family as well. As you know, this job is one that entails everybody at the Pearson household standing together. So thank you, Pearsons, for being there with me today. I have one request for everybody here. We have made this request in the past, and without question, it has had great response from everybody here in attendance. We've already placed great significance on this special event that we're here to celebrate today, and I definitely believe this class is worth a dignified and classy ceremony. So in our McKinney-Boyd world, we're going to have a little McKinney-Boyd lesson. It's called the Bronco Way. You guys know the Bronco Way, right? So we're going to teach our audience here. That is doing the right thing the right way all of the time. So I'm going to respectfully ask all of you to follow the Bronco Way today. Please do not blow air horns, make any unnecessary noise that might jeopardize one of our parents missing their child's name be called as they walk across the stage. That said, I hope you all enjoy today's ceremony, and I now respectfully ask you to all stand as our award-winning McKinney-Boyd Band, under the direction of Joe Nunez, performs our national anthem.
Thank you, Mr. Greer. It's more than a few of you, huh? Howdy, y'all. My name is Baron Phillips, and I'm your senior class vice president. As your vice president, it is my honor to officially welcome you to the McKinney-Boyd Class of 2016 graduation ceremony. Let us bow our heads in prayer. Dear Lord, we gather here today to celebrate the graduation of the 2016 class of McKinney-Boyd High School. As we do so, we thank you for the opportunities we have been given throughout the last 4 years. We are grateful for the blessings of wonderful friends and long-lasting memories. We are thankful for our teachers, reminding us that taking that zero for that formative will be detrimental to our grade. We are grateful for our administrators for always reminding us of both the Bronco Way and to hurry, hurry, hurry to class. We are thankful for the various extracurricular activities that our great school offered to us. They have given us all a chance to develop our talents beyond the limitations of the classroom. Lord, most importantly, we are thankful for our parents. Although we sometimes found their methods cruel and unusual, we understand now that it was in our best interest to be corrected whenever we strayed from the path of success that they knew we had the potential to follow. We ask your blessing, Lord, as we begin the next portion of our lives, whether it be continuing on in college, entering the workforce, or joining the military. Lord, I particularly ask for the safety of those entering the military. It is because of their bravery and selflessness that we can have ceremonies such as these. Lord, guide us. Bless us with your protection and watchful eye. Help us to always remember where we come from and who we are. Let us never be doubtful of ourselves, and give us the courage to stand up for what we believe in. God bless our futures. God bless our supporters, and God bless the McKinney-Boyd Class of 2016. In your name we pray. Amen. Angegum.
Hello, and good afternoon, parents, teachers, and graduates. My name is Jake Robson, and this year I had the honor and privilege of serving as the McKinney-Boyd Class of 2016 Senior Class President. Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone sitting here today, from the parents, families, friends. Without a doubt, without your help along the way, we could have not reached this point in our lives. Now, graduates, we made it. It's crazy to think that 4 years ago, we came to McKinney-Boyd as freshmen, excited and confused. It's even crazier to think that 4 years later, we sit here as seniors, just as excited and confused. As a class, we have seen a total of 700 school days. 700 school days. Now, contrary to other graduation speakers, I have no clue what happened at the start of the 700-day journey. No idea. But I do recall a few memories that I think all of us can relate to that we experienced throughout our Boyd journey. First, I think we all can remember at least one time when walking into Boyd, we had to shake either Dr. Pearson or Dr. McDaniel's hand. Even though Boyd is a scary and big place, they always made it feel welcoming and homely. Second, I think everyone can remember at least one time they stayed up till 4 or 5 a.m. writing an essay, studying for a test, something school-related. Next day, you get a 60. It's all right. It's mutual. We all experienced it. And thirdly, I think everyone in the audience can relate to this as well, especially the parents, when at the end of every announcement and every single phone call, gotta clear my throat for this, you hear a, "Go Broncos!" Thank you. It's these small memories that we have that make a school special. I think my fellow graduates would agree that when you look to your right and to your left, you don't see random strangers sitting beside you, but familiar faces and friends. Today we receive our high school diploma, but before we know it, we'll be walking the stage for our college diploma. Time truly does fly. An idol of mine, and to high school students everywhere, Ferris Bueller, said it best when he claimed, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you may just miss it." And this quote is completely true. Over the course of this whole high school year, I know me and everyone in the crowd at least said once, "I can't wait for graduation. I can't wait for it." And then today, I found myself backstage saying the words, "I can't wait for summer." It's almost as if I spent the whole year waiting for graduation until the actual day of graduation, where all of a sudden, I'm waiting for something else. It shouldn't be that way. And this relates to everyone in the crowd as well. Mom, Dad, I'm calling you out over there. I can't wait for retirement. Yeah. Sure, you can't wait for retirement, but it's almost as if we spend more time waiting for something in the future than living in the moment. That was my lesson. We shouldn't be waiting for anything when a key part of your life is happening right here, right now, today. Friends, today we'll be graduating high school, something only 3.4 other million high school students get to say. I guess that makes us exceptional. And I mean it. However, just graduating from a phenomenal educational institution does not make us exceptional. It's what we do with that education that makes us exceptional, that makes us special, that makes us great. Looking out to the crowd, I know each and every one of us will be successful. And this is very important. Keep in mind, if anyone out here becomes a billionaire, we can and still are best friends, so don't forget that. And finally, graduates, we spent 4 years together. It's been my privilege to serve as your senior class president, and it's even more of an honor to finally say the words, "We made it." Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2016. My name is Anthony Liu, and it is a great honor to serve as your class salutatorian. I'd like to take a moment with you to look back at these past 4 years. Isn't it crazy to think that we're entering a new chapter of our lives? We're stepping out of our comfort zones, whether it be getting full-time jobs or attending college. I'm going to UT, and I hope that works out. If it doesn't, I hear that the presidency has an opening, and I think I could give Trump a good run for his money. But I think that would be a mistake, though. Speaking of mistakes, I took physics for a second year. The labs and tests were daunting, but Dr. Hoda made it enjoyable, so I want to especially thank him for everything he's done for me and for his students. All jokes aside, all our successes and accomplishments could not have been possible without the support from the Boyd faculty, our friends, and our family. So let's give them a round of applause for everything they have done for us throughout our lives. Around this time last year, we were all relieved that we were done with AP exams. We watched movies, and we played Super Smash Bros. Brawl in the classrooms. Sorry, Dr. P. These past couple of weeks have been almost the exact same, except now as I count down the days till summer, I'm also counting down my final days as a high school student. It's bizarre to think that we're moments away from walking across the stage and actually graduating. Just as we've changed over the years, so has our school. It has been open for a decade. Boyd has come a long way since it first opened its doors, growing in every aspect. The departments drastically expanded as more students attended Boyd. As the high school curriculum got more rigorous, the teachers adapted and taught us at a college level, preparing us for the future. We made our way to the 6A District Division, and along the way, we have accomplished many feats, such as winning state titles in wrestling, track, and girls soccer, and increasing the number of all-state participants in band, choir, and orchestra. We have several National Merit Scholars, Commended Scholars, and Hispanic Scholars, as well as many other feats. Not to mention making it big in Hollywood. Shout out to Jimmy Fallon for giving us our first soccer ball. Every respective area expanded and integrated a new group of students each and every year. Just as Boyd grew, we, as a class, also grew. We were all incoming freshmen, excited about entering high school, but clueless as to what high school actually held in store for us. We adapted to the new environment, and while we cultivated new study skills that were extremely beneficial to us, such as better note-taking and organization, there were other study habits that may not have been the best, whether it be procrastinating on that English synthesis paper, or waking up at 3 a.m. with bloodshot eyes, remembering you have a Rome exam the following day. Outside of school, I truly learned to appreciate what clubs had to offer. I was able to forge lifelong friendships and memories that would last forever. We've all created our own memories, and I strongly encourage you to think back to the times that brought us together as a class. I know that each and every one of us can remember the time when Ice Ice Lakey was dropping bars, or the miniature redwood forest that we carried in our backpacks, courtesy of AP Biology or APES. When we look back at these moments as a senior class, we have all shared some of the same laughs, and we've been able to set aside our differences, such as the petty middle school rivalries or friend group drama, to come together as a senior class to support one another by cheering on our sports teams, supporting our friends in the fine arts department, or even simply helping our friends in the fine arts, or even simply helping one another in a time of need. Although the memories we've all shared together have been influential in developing our personalities and characters, our own unique memories are the ones that will truly come to define who we are as people. Take a second and look around for the classmates you call friends. Everything we have experienced has helped shape us to the people we are today. The moments you have created with them are meant to last. 10 years from now, you are not going to remember the jokes, the fights, or the cockroaches, but you are going to remember the laughter, the tears, and your friends. Looking into the crowd, I see a bunch of faces that I've come to know and recognize. We've come so far from freshman orientation where we did not know the names of the people around us. We've all shared the same laughter over the memories we've created with one another, but we also share the same tears over the fact that we're going to depart from one another as we transition to college. Unless you're going to Arkansas, A&M, Tech, or UT, that is. This truly is a bittersweet moment. To the friends I've made over the past 4 years, thank you for putting up with me, most notably with the excessive number of questions I ask. Why did you guys put up with me? How did you guys put up with me? And where did you even get the energy to put up with me? While I may never understand how or why, I am so grateful for everything you've done for me. To my loving family, thank you for all that you have done. You've sacrificed so much for me and always pushed me when I needed it most. And lastly, to the senior class, thank you for making the school a great experience each and every day. Without y'all, I would have been living in Dante's Inferno for 4 miserable years. Although it seems like our tale ends here, this is merely a chapter. This chapter of our lives may be done, but our stories will continue. As we look into the future, I know that there will be many challenges and obstacles to overcome, but I know that we will overcome them and establish ourselves as a part of Boyd's growing legacy. In the words of Mr. Bambico, have a great life. The choice is yours. Go Broncos!
Good afternoon. My name is Larissa Martinez, and I am delighted to be standing here as the valedictorian of the class of 2016. In all, it's been a great year so far. We are graduating today. The leader of the free country, Beyoncé, dropped a new album, Lemonade, and the greatest entertainer of our generation is leaving the White House. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all of the parents and family members who were always there and who ensured that we would make it all the way to today. I'd also like to thank all of the faculty and staff at McKinney-Boyd because this school wouldn't be the same without them. Now, I know some of you may be prepared to call me out, like Damien from Mean Girls, but I can assure you that I do in fact go here, even if 2/5 of you don't know of my existence. To each and every single one of you, I say thank you. You taught me that it's okay to be different and that there will always be people willing to overlook those differences and accept you for being yourself. You also taught me that it's okay to push people to the side when rushing to class. I would also like to give a special thanks to the people who have changed my life in one way or another and have stuck with me throughout the last 4 years. Ksenia Benson, Aubrey Johns, Montana Christofferson, Izzy Ramirez, Sarah Sage, and John Hank. I know I'm not always the easiest person to deal with, but thank you for being there when I needed you the most. Also, I want to thank my sister Andrea for giving me one more reason to keep going when it all seemed pointless. And finally, the person I am the most thankful for is my mother, Deyanira Contreras. You've been there with me through thick and thin. You are my best friend. While moms metaphorically move mountains for their children, you literally move countries for my sister and me. Every sacrifice you have made has been for us, and that's why everything I do for you. You're my #1 fan, and you never lost faith in me, even when I lost faith in myself. For that and many other things, I will be eternally grateful. Thank you, Mom. Let me be frank. I am not going to stand up here and give you the traditional Hallmark version of a valedictory speech. Instead, I'd like to offer you a different kind of speech, one that discusses expectations versus reality. Many of you see me standing up here and assume that my life must be pretty great. My parents must be very proud. Nevertheless, I think it's important to note that those are only half-truths. Those are the expectations. My reality has been quite different. On July 11th, it will be exactly 6 years since I moved to McKinney from Mexico City, where I was born and raised. When people see me standing up here, they see a girl who's Yale-bound and who seems to have her life figured out. But that is far from the whole truth. So at this time, if I may, I'd like to convey my fair share of realities. Unexpected reality number one. At the age of 11, I was nothing more than the girl with an abusive and alcoholic father who had to depend on her mother's strength. A girl whose only dream was to someday become an American. A naive girl who thought that moving countries would solve all of the problems in her life. Unexpected reality number two. At the age of 12, I was faced with the task of having to embrace and fit into a new culture. Oftentimes, my intelligence was questioned due to my background. I was also faced with the task of giving up a part of my childhood to help raise my little sister, Andrea, while my mom worked from morning until late at night. School became my safe haven because despite not having internet, a washing machine, or even my own bed, I always had knowledge at my fingertips thanks to the library at my school. And not only that, but I also realized that that might be the only way I might be able to help my family. Although we do not all share the same struggles, and we haven't gone through the same hurdles throughout life, we do share some of the same sentiments. I know what it's like to be put down, to have your accomplishments acknowledged, to feel powerless. So at this time, I would like to commend each and every single one of you here for persevering through your own challenges, for being the resilient human beings you have proven to be, and for not letting any obstacles stop you from getting here today. We all have struggles we want to face on our own behind closed doors because we know that if people were to discover them, we would be at our most vulnerable state and never looked at the same way. Well, after all of these years, I have finally mustered up the courage to stand before you and share a struggle I've had to deal with each and every day. Unexpected reality number three. I am one of the 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the shadows of the United States. I decided to stand before you today and reveal these unexpected realities because this might be my only chance to convey the truth to all of you that undocumented immigrants are people too. I was hesitant to speak about this here today because of the great divide of opinions concerning the topic of immigration in America. But I feel like I owe it to all of you to be honest, and I owe it to myself. The most important part of the debate, and the part most often overlooked, is the fact that immigrants, undocumented or otherwise, are people too. People with dreams, aspirations, hopes, and loved ones. People like me. People who have become a part of the American society and way of life, and who yearn to help make America great again, without the construction of a wall built on hatred and prejudice. We are here without official documentation because the U.S. immigration system is broken, and it has forced many families to live in fear. I myself have been waiting 7 years for my application to even be processed. So I hope that all of you leave here today knowing that we are trying to do it the right way, but we don't know how. I ask for all of you to try to look beyond the way in which the media portrays us and the dehumanizing accusations that some politicians have made. I ask for you to please keep your hearts open and try to find love and understanding that makes us human. Because after all, we are people just like you. While I can't predict the future and tell you how successful you're all going to be, by sharing my story, I hope to convince all of you that if I was able to break every stereotype based on what I'm classified as, Mexican, female, undocumented, first generation, low income, then so can you. We do not have to let expectations become our reality. I am no expert in this journey we call life, but I am living proof that beating the system is possible. We do not have to conform to the limitations that others put on us. There will always be people that judge us and set expectations based on their preconceived ideas of who they think we are and who they think we should be. However, we have the ability to prove them wrong. In those moments when you need a reason to continue moving forward, close your eyes and picture yourself in the future saying, "They told me I couldn't, so I did." Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's give all of our student speakers so far one round of applause. We have some great Broncos here at McKinney Boyd High School. So when it's that time to sit down and write a graduation speech, you can imagine that we get a lot of advice on how that should look. People suggest topics to discuss. They give you ideas that maybe they've heard in other graduation speeches. Some of them even tell you, just get up there and wing it. Well, the topics are usually okay. The other ideas, well, they're not original. They're from other people's hearts. And well, winging it, there's a lot of you guys in here staring right at me, so not quite what I want to do. So in order to do this class deserves, from my heart, a heartfelt address. So this is Dr. P's heartfelt address to the class of 2016. So believe it or not, many ideas and thoughts start to roll through my head about 2 to 3 months prior to graduation. Actually, many of them happen while I'm in my car, listening to my radio, just off in La La Land, reflecting on the day. I don't know about you guys, but music has a huge impact in my life. There's so many emotions tied to music. You can actually use music some days as a calendar because you can remember events that happened when a certain song was playing. And you can certainly remember memories of things that have happened throughout your life. It's also a great time to reflect when you hear certain songs. Maybe it's because I cannot sing or play an instrument. That is not where God gave me talents, but I am in complete awe of people who can. I say all this because about a month ago, I heard a song that played that I really liked the tune and the melody. Well, I started listening to the words, and I love the words because it had everything in my heart for what I want for this class of Broncos of 2016. I want each and every one of you to have success in the world, no matter what that picture of success looks like. But here, more importantly, is what I want for the MBHS class of 2016. And thank you in advance to Tim McGraw for helping me put my thoughts and my heart into words. You know there's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. Childhood stars shine. Always stay humble and kind. Go to church because your mama says so. Visit grandpa every chance that you get. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Class of 2016, don't ever forget where you came from. I don't mean the physical location of McKinney, Texas, but don't forget about every triumph, every defeat, every happy moment, every sad moment, and every struggle. All of those are a part of who you are, and you will rely on those moments to shape your future selves. Also remember that your inner circle of people who have helped support you and guide you through these last 17 to 19 years. Those people could be your family, they could be your parents, they could be your teachers or your church family. You are never too old to ask for help and support. All of you are strong individuals. I have witnessed this through the last 4 years, and the support just makes you stronger, not weaker. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always be humble and kind. So my own personal children probably hear the words in this verse so many times in our house. I keep telling them that one of these days you're going to appreciate your dad and I teaching you these things. Parents, have you ever said that before? In this adventure we call life, when it gets down to it, we can only control one person, and that is ourselves. We may not be able to control the situation. We may not be able to control the other people in the situation, but we can control who we are and how we react. You can always choose to be a great person. You can always choose to do the right thing, and you can always choose to be respectful and kind. That is what I absolutely love about your class. You have been a role model to other classes on how this looks. You have created a legacy, class of 2016. Keep it up, and you will move mountains. Thank you for being the leaders and the inspiration that leads our school. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle, shut off the AC, roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine, always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Class of 2016, take the time to slow down and enjoy those moments of life. So many times we live in a world where we try to do so many things all at the same time, and we forget to truly remember that life is all about the little things. I am very thankful that I have a mom and a husband and children who remind me of that on a daily basis, because trust me, it is easier said than done, but we need to keep that healthy balance. Some of my best moments of this class, believe it or not, is not seeing you in a classroom. While yes, that is an important part of what we do. My best moments watching your class was watching our Red Nation, led by our seniors, cheering on our Broncos at a game. They were watching you support our amazing fine arts programs as they presented award-winning productions and concerts. They were seeing you visit and interact with each other in the hallways every day. They were seeing you walk into prom looking so amazing and confident, how you carried yourselves and the self-confidence that you had in yourselves. Those are the little moments that I am referring to. And last but not least, Broncos, always be humble and kind. You all are amazing people. Each of you have been given different gifts. I have watched you grow up and develop these gifts over the last 4 years. I have been blessed to watch you go from the wide-eyed freshmen to the confident leaders that you guys have become these past couple years. You have done it with grace, and you have done it with dignity, and you have done it with class. You have touched many hearts. You have touched my heart. I joked with you at practice that I still needed to write my speech, and I was still trying to find those perfect words that each and every one of you deserved. I joked that really a simple, heartfelt thank you was what I was trying to put into words, but my speech kind of needed to last longer than 30 seconds. You have made our school proud. You have made our community proud. You have made your family proud. Go move mountains, class of 2016, and remember, always be humble and kind. Also remember the Bronco way, keeping it classy, believe in who you are, and most importantly, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. Okay, are you ready for this? Here are the official words that everybody has been waiting for. Dr. McDaniel, members of the Board of Trustees, I verify that the McKinney-Boyd High School students that seated before you have met all of the requirements mandated by the state of Texas for participation in this ceremony. I present to you the McKinney-Boyd High School class of 2016.
Good afternoon, Broncos. It is a great day. It is a great day for many, many different reasons. As you all know, I got to experience the first year and a half of your high school career. It's a time that I will never forget, and my, oh my, how you have grown over the last 4 years. I've watched you grow academically. I've watched you grow on the field of athletics and fine arts and many different venues. I've enjoyed every second of it. Dr. Pearson has passed you on to me and has announced that you've met all of the requirements to be considered for graduation. One of the most gratifying parts of my job as a superintendent is to turn around and say to our Board of Trustees that this particular class, having met all the requirements as required by the State Board of Education and the McKinney Independent School District, can now be considered graduates. Congratulations, you're graduates of the class of 2016. Very proud of you, and it's time to get your diploma.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2016 McKinney Boyd High School valedictorian, Larissa Yenin Martinez. The 2016 salutatorian, Anthony Zong Liu. Introducing the top 10% and remaining graduates in alphabetical order. Joseph Samuel Vilches. Maya Malik Eldon. Andrea Leticia Del Angel Peirano. Emma Catherine Rapold. Caleb Connor Thomas Kovac. Shruti A.G. Natrajan. Angelique Offen Rummel. Anna Rose Isbell. Sarah Reagan Casey. Chandler Renee Householder. Kelsey Nicole Vineyard. Kyle Preston Brim. Andrew Timothy Brinkman. Logan Allen Elliott. Cheyenne Grace Eamon. Bradley Ronald Olbray. Darian Jerome Trahan. Alicia Maria Stewart. Lauren Marie Brazel. Eric Anthony Eggers. Zhejian Wang. Anna Marie Hedrick. Rebecca Ann Atwood. Jessica Renee Nye. Taylor Brooke Strander. Oh Se-hyung. Juliet Elise Powell. Sabrina Camille Gagnon. Bailey Corinne Huser. Catherine B. Parker. Grace Elizabeth Lane Matthews. Ismar Annette Ramirez. Connor Allen Bell. Rachel Danielle Carroll. Nicholas Chase Hutton. Andrew Taylor Oakes. Courtney Elizabeth Primo. Montana Rose Watts. Alexis Camille McDonald. Jerry Chi. Julianne Claire Black. Jenna Georgopoulos. Sarah Michelle Price. Mackenzie Lee Bass. Noah David Carpenter. Taylor Bell Runyon. Caitlin Victoria Colson. Alex Juan Villa. Nicholas Anthony Bianchi. Sarah Ann Sage. Macy Danielle Prince. John Benjamin Hager. Sarah Lawson. Maricela Frias. Braden Ray Webb. Rena Elise Marcel. Lauren Marie Hancock. Matthew James Frank Sadal. Olivia Lane Murphy. Rachel Shea Baker. Alexander Eric Zimmer. Kelly Marie Lensing. Catherine Erica Hogarth. Julio Andres Rios Cuadrado. Olivia Sarah Adkins. Ariana Isabella Agassi Bake. Raimundo Aguilar. Giovanna Lizeth Aguinaga. Stephanie Aguirre. Cameron Michael Ahmed. Misael Amuda. Jaquan Davion Allgood. Keita Ian Allison. Carlos Enrique Almanza. Seth Thomas Ambrose. Carissa Anderson. Raul Andrade. Kevin Antwi. Jack Riley Arbuckle. Diego Daniel Arce. Julianne Arcenega. Isabel Areli Arriaga. Alexia Colley Bailey. Alexander Howard Bain. Nicole Jordan Baker. Christopher Gabriel Ballin. Sarah Britton Bankson. Gregory Blake Barker. Nicholas Thomas Barker. Courtney Elizabeth Barron. Blake Ryan Bass. Kevin Austin Bastek. Alexa Brooke Boswell. Thomas Paul Bates Henley. Ryan David Baumgardner. Melissa Valerie Byett. Gannon Erling Becker. Blair Christopher Bell. Miguel Angel Benavidez. Solin Annalise Benoit. Adam Trey Benson. Ksenia Benson. Jonathan Ronald Bentley. Caden Lynn Berg. Logan Austin Burloff. Sydney Addison Berry. Grace Leanne Bickerstaff. Tyler James Bishop. Hunter James Bonds. Brandon Paul Bowling. Madison Grace Boykin. Dayton Ray Bramhall. Ryan Thomas Brandish. Owen McCullough Bronner. Corey Allen Brayton. Ethan Michael Britt. Audrey Taylor Broas. Natalie Thella Brock. Corbin Thomas Brothers. Jillian Amber Brusa. Mackenzie Elaine Bryan. Alexander Charles Bryant. Catherine Ray Buck. Miles David Bierhaus. Kendra Francis Bunk. Erin Claire Burke. Hannah Joy Burkig. Braden Marshall Burks. Brian Michael Burma. Scott Robert Burma. Akil Kalonji Burnett. Elijah Temple Bush. Brendan William Bussell. Lauren Kalia Butler. Sarah Christine Buys. Courtney Lynn Cadenhead. Breon Caleb Sakash. Connor Riley Campbell. Jeremiah Darnell Campbell. Christopher Michael Cancino. Autumn Nicole Carlson Fisher. Skylar Lawrence Carminati. Jesus Carrillo Martinez. Abigail Jessica Carter. Joshua Lewis Casey. Ryan Sharquan Celestine. Chloe Elizabeth Chadrick. Blaine Stephen Chapman. Zachary George Chilton. Montana Jolene Christofferson. Mackenzie Payne Chun. Allison Ann Clark. Bailey Stewart Clark. Rihanna Anissa Janae Clark. Avery Leanne Cobb. Tess Noel Coleman. Bailey Noel Cook. Rivka Ilana Cooper. Ethan Garrett Cope. William Reed Cordell. Armani Paul Cox. Corey Mason Crawford. Emily Ann Crawford. Rion Paige Crouch. Tristan Jesus Hensley Crowder. Alexandria Redleck Crum. Zachary James Crutchmer. Rojan Sway. Emily Nicole Daniel. Lindsay Nicole Davis. Riley James Davis. Lauren Nicole Dawson. Siler Thomas Lynchen Day. Ron Eric DeBoo II. Lauren Elizabeth DeLauder. Jake Ryan Delby. Cody Darragon. Whitney Ann Dupree. Jordan Keontae Dial. Adam Timothy Diaz. Sarae Diaz. Derek James Dickman. Hannah Lucia DeJoya. Diana Diosdado. Vanessa Guadalupe Dominguez. Riley Marie Donahoe. Kyla Rasheen Dowdy. Jalen Dion Draper. Stephen Matthew Driscoll. Michael Conrad Dubose. Jillian Christina Duffin. Jacob Richard Dunlap. Kylie Ray Duvin. Felicia Nicole Dykes. Jennifer Ann Eckenrode. Tatum Nicole Eckert. Jocelyn Faith Edgar. Lauren Lawler Edlin. Ashley Schuyler Edwards. Jonathan David Elson. Ethan Mitchell Anneking. Ricardo Enrique Estrada Garcia. Jet Curtis Stevens. Evans. Aiden Michael Ewing. Ethan Thomas Fascio. Danielle Pamela Falcon. Ashton Brooke Fancher. Jacob William Farkas. Presley Ann Farah. Mason Daniel Feller. Savannah Madison Page Farrow. Jordan Sarah Findley. Corey William Fish. Gilbert Flores Jr. Rebecca Elizabeth Flores. Colin James Folsom. Lauren Ray Folsom. Marshall Dell Foster. Philip Stanley Bryce Foster. Isabella Cecilia Freaks. Katie Melanie Franco. Christoph Chase Frey. Reed Douglas Frushi. Liliana Angelica Fuentes. Patrick Grant Fullerton II. Andrew Paul Furr. Marvin Edward Fuchsa. Dalton Joseph Gaither. Emily Grace Garcia. Emma Elise Garcia. William Thomas Gardner. Carla Patricia Garza Valdez. Shelby Elizabeth Gassy. Devin James Gates. Jackson William Tarek Gatlin. Alexandra Noel Golick. Ashael Ayana Gentle. Doran Dawn Gibson. Caitlin Mariah Gibson. Seth Gregory Giles. Whitney Hope Givens. Stephanie Jacqueline Luis Glue. Fernando Antonio Godinez. Max Thomas Goffstein. Daniel Golan. John Samuel Gonzalez. Judith Gonzalez. Chloe Christelle Gordon. Josue Granados Ortega. Daniel Stephen Grant. Carter Andrew Green. Taylor Sheldon Greer. Mary Alice Grubbs. Ricardo Mauricio Guedini Velasquez. Margaret Grace Gustafson. Sebastian Joseph Gayet. Valor Victoria Haggerty. Brooke Ashley Nicole Hale. Avery William Hall. Brianna Ray Hamaker. Megan Jane Ann Hammonds. Karsten Tanner Hancock. Amari Amir Handy. Danielle Michelle Hansford. Jared Andre Harrelson. Lauren Amanda Harrison. Nicole Rose Hartford. Check, check. All right, let's try this again. Kylie Brienne Hartzell. Avery Isabel Hardy. Rebecca Ann Haskell. Jordan Christopher Hawkins. Marcus Austin Hawkins. Rydeldrick McKenty Hawthorne. Curtis Whitman Hedgepath. Dominic Michael Helton. Brianna Charlene Hernandez. Jonathan Alejandro Hernandez. Jordan Nicole Hernandez. Alexandra Jade Hightower. Jacob Dillon Dustin Hinkle. Kate Wetherill Hoadley. Torsten Gabriel Hoffman. Macy Rochelle Ho. Cullen Bradley Hollebeck. Zachary Warner Hoover. Ryan David Howell. Jackson Aubrey Howes. Sky Angelica Hencher. Alexander James Hudson. Ariella Diane Hughes. Bradley Alexander Hume. Hunter Aaron Hungerford. Sabia Iqbal. Eric Philip Israel. Jaden Chance Inez Yasso. Armani Brennan Jenkins. Gabriel Andres Jimenez Fernandez. Aubrey McCall Johns. Ethan Earl Johnson. Samuel Byron Johnson. Tyler Martin Johnson. Cornell Michael Jones Jr. Patricia Reed Kaler. Charles Cameron Kasmark. Kimberly Joyce Kasmark. Nichelle Marie Kearney. Jess Walter Kiesler. Allison Dreesens Keegan. Dylan James Kyle. Ryan Michael Kelly. Sydney Murray Kennedy. Austin Tyler Kerr. Elena Grace Kessler. Caitlin Janera Kessler. Mary Jo Kilpatrick. Kim Jae Han. Kim Ji Wong. Brett Michael Kimberlin. Courtney McKenna King. Elizabeth Josephine Kinsman. Naomi Tiara Kirkendall. Ian Hunter Kirkpatrick. Emily Ann Cope. Zachary Thomas Kepi. Leandra Rose Koff. Colton Allen Kokinis. Emma Jordan Kopang. Michelle Elizabeth Costabardis. Nicholas Christopher Cow. Haley Kate Kowieski. Kyle Brett Kramer. Cohen Robert Craner. Hemangi Koshrest. Brooke Elizabeth Lackey. Elana Yvonne Ladd. Majid Alexander Lafleur. Ricky Lamb. Logan Todd Larson. Rachel Alexius Lustrap. Blakeney Elizabeth Latson. Mark Andrew Lehman. Jeremy William LeBlanc. Jenny Jihyun Lee. Courtney Elizabeth Lewis. Justin Scott Lewis. Madison Isabel Lewis. Michael David Lewis. Yasmin Lonje Lewis. Diego Antonio Lee. Tanya Celine Alicia. Abigail Louise Link. Ryan Christopher Little. Landon Hahn Livingston. Matthew Stewart Logan. Alec Turner Long. Austin Tanner Long. Luke Howard Longhouse. Kyle Matthew Lanuski. Efren Lopez Jr. Ethan Paul Loriat. Travion Devontae Love. Elijah Uriah Nathaniel Lowry. Ryan James Lubert. Hunter Brady Lusk. Jessica Lynn McDonald. Julianne McDonald. Omar Madera. Holden Clark Majeski. Madeline Elise Malone. Adrian Amelia Marshall. Estrella Marufo. Brianna Lee Marsh. Hannah Alexandra Martin. Jonathan Martin. Tatum Celeste Martin. Abel Martinez Ramirez. Avery Miles Mason. Brandon Joseph Mason. Tiffany Danielle Messiah. Jose Mata. Emily Rose Mattis. Ferrante Dontrell Matthews Jr. Caitlin Nicole Madison. Kip Noah Maxfield. Haziel Maya. Seth Gottfried Mayer. Rebecca K. Mayo. Derek Guji Mbugwa. Jackson Kelly McAloon. John Lauren McAndrew IV. Bailey Michael McBride. Jake Ryan McCaskill. Ryan Scott McCaslin. Evan Joseph McClure. Melody Ann McDonald. Nathan Timothy McGinnis. Matthew Torrin Meals. Alejandra Mena. Angel Efran Mendoza Rodriguez. David Michael Merrill. Kylan Shea Michael. Aaliyah May Miller. Chase Zachary Miller. Devin Ann Mills. Nicole Michelle Mims. Austin James Mulkeen. Kelsey Marie Mollenkopf. Angela Michelle Molson. Cameron Ahmed Montgomery. Mariah Catherine Moore. Brian Alejandro Mora Angelis. Estefany Melissa Mora Angelis. Rogelio Morales. Megan Jenny Morwood. Mariah Lynn Morgan. Nathaniel Brock Morgan. Noah Michael Mospan. Nicole Leanne Mouton. Daniel Evan Muckelbauer. Jeremy Daniel Muniz. Nicholas Sean Murley. Harrison Footit Murphy. Devin Roderick Nathan. Jose Alfonso Nava Jr. Joshua Nava. Emma Joy Nesbitt. Gavin Riley Nicholson. Michael Vincent Nieves. Shelby Nicole Nixon. Caitlin Marie Nolan. Parker Haynes Noren. Cody Keith Norman. Sarah Jessica Norman. William Reed Norman. Kayla Annalise Norton. Abby Grace Nowell. Jaden Elaine O'Dowd Rhodes. Adure Esther Olaru. Carly Alexandra Ortiz. Marcos Shaw Ortiz. Michaela Marie Ovale. Emma Marie Padron. Mason Gale Paluga. Nicholas Ian Palia. Victoria Alexis Parrish. Christopher Roman Parma II. Christopher Ponsai Patamafong. Blake Corin Patton. Cosette Ruby Potsy. Justin Scott Paxson. Caitlin Janine Pearson. Sydney Ray Pecketts. Kira Morgan Pello. Hope Francis Pena. Bailey Ann Penton. Naomi Sarai Perez. Peyton Ann Perkins. Brianna Michelle Perry. Travis James Perry. Hannah Victoria Peak. Ethan Lance Peterson. Christopher Barron Phillips. Juan Jose Marcelino Pichardo. Sydney Lynn Pimentel. Jonathan Andrew Pitts. Brittany Yvette Platas. Victor Plosha. Ploska. Callie Renee Polis. Emma Christine Polis. Molly Xiaoping Polis. Jackson Thomas Porter. Justin Taylor Potts. Maxwell Mark Poussard. Cameron John Powell. Jonathan Grayson Powers. Noah Ryan Prater. Brittany Jean Prater. Stephen John Putman. Patrick Gunnar Quintana. Alyssa Jordan Robb. Star Dominica Rochelle. Madeline Renee Radel. John Christopher Ragsdale. Mark Edward Ragsdale. Gabriel Xavier Cedric Rain. Kevin Uriel Ramirez Delgado. Christina Yvette Ramos. Avitha Reed Ray. Nicholas Carter Ray. Dalton William Reed. Madison Kathleen Reeves. Logan Merrill Reed. Taylor Leanne Reitmeyer. Grant William Russmeyer. Lindsay Ann Russmeyer. Kyle Ray Ricky. Jordan Eli Rios. Mikhail Rios. Julissa Murray Rivera. Riley David Roberts. Charity Raylyn Robinson. Drew Elise Robinson. Isabel Robinson. Laura Key Robinson. Zoe Marie Robenthal. Nicholas Anthony Roca. Cassandra Rodriguez. Salvador Jesus Rodriguez Jr. Vanessa Rodriguez. Matthew Monroe Rogers. Caroline Rochelle Rollins. Crystal Marie Ronda Race. Jake Stephen Robson. Sydney Reagan Rorick. Mac Austin Ross. Ryan Gregory Rotuno. Kevin Ray Rucker. Daniel James Rude. Jacob Lee Rushing. Isabella Aquino Rusli. Brooke Aurora Russ. Deja Renee Samity. Kara Michelle Samsel. Paola Sanchez. Justin David Santos. Maggie Elizabeth Scales. Michaela Marie Scheer. Hannah Kalish Lang. John Andrew Schuster. Christopher Tyler Schwab. Victoria Renee Schwartz. Noah Herschel Schwartz. Ethan Thomas Seebeck. Madison Alexis Scott. Nicholas Anthony Scrofano. Evan Charles Siebel. Alyssa Raquel Serrano. Catherine Patricia Seymour. Sharam Fakori. Shazeb Mahmoud Sheikh. Evan Joseph Shipley. Austin Tyler Shook. Jonathan Sierra. Peyton Robert Seiler. Gabrielle Lane Simmons. Tamia Brene Simmons. Sydney Marie Simper. Jeremy Evan Simpson. Chandler Page Smith. Colton James Smith. Sean Demetrius Smith Jr. Sierra Nicole Smith. Slater Hayes Smith. Taylor Nicole Smith. Jacob Darrell Snyder. Zaira Guadalupe Solorzano. Mackenzie Morgan Sauter. Freddie Jesus Spainauer. Brock Tanner Spence. Cody Michael Spitzer. Alexander Lewis Berger. Sean Allen St. Martin. Colin Gregory Stahl. Mackenzie Ray Stambaugh. Austin Jesse Stein. Landon Corey Steinbrecker. Logan Clay Steinbrecker. Bradley Philip Stockmo. Madison Ray Stock. Sasha Philip Strabo. Corbin Riley Straczewski. Hunter Thomas Struck. Zachary Michael Sadinsky. Shyla Grace Sullivan. Sunny Grace Sullivan. Hannah Nicole Sweeney. Kristen Brianna Swope. Sienna Tanada. Tess Rachel Tarasowicz. Marley Renee Tarrant. Allison D. Skeen. Joshua Ryan Taylor. Zieria Jawana Taylor. Brooke Elizabeth Terrell. Kaylee Ann Terrell. Tylen James Anthony Thomas. Devin Javon Thompson. John William Thompson II. Michaela Nicole Thornton. William James Tyson. Paulina New Tong. Gabrielle Burchett Toombs. Desiree Lynn Torres. Juan Valentine Torres. Jonathan Alexis Tovar. Samantha Lon Tober. Cooper Davis Tracy. Madeline K. Trapp. Sofia Esperanza Trevino. Aaron Tyler Tunnel. Caroline Elise Turner. Isaac Anthony Turner. Alexander Frank Tuck. Dui Kan Nok. Aaron Ray Amloff. Anicia Onanjete Valentine. Saira Noemi Vilas. Alejandro Vega. Kimberly Nicole Vera. Victoria Catalina Vergara. Victoria Marie Vilches. Danielle Brianna Valela. Dmitry Konstantinovich Vlasichuk. Jessica Carmela Waddell. Ashley Michelle Walker. Catherine Ryan Wall. Charles King Walpole. Lauren Elaine Rose Walter. Jesse Howard Walters Biddle. George Michael Ward. Isabella Maria Ward. Peyton Lane Warren. Hunter Reed Watson. Lauren Summerlin Watson. Braxton Vance Webb. James Roy Webb III. Alyssa Christine Weischer. Carter Haddad Welch. Christian Todd Welch. Matthew Corbin Knox Weller. Joshua Carl Welty. Megan Elizabeth Whalen. Sydney Brianna Whaley. Zachary Robert White. Joseph Michael Wiggins. Harrison Cole Wigginton. Christopher David Wilcox II. Isabella Pilar Wilcox. Michael Aiden Wiley. Christopher Joseph Willardson. Alexis Danielle Williams. Halen Diana Williams. Kenton Bryce Williams. Andrew Scott Williamson. Scott Douglas Wilmarth. Cade Andrew Wilson. Kyrie Charles Lurone Wilson. Mackenzie Brianna Wing. Kyle David Winkler. Madeline Nicole Wida. Logan Laurent Wright. Christian McLean Wolf. Kristen Nicole Saldana. Lawson Andrew Zygan.
Francis Sheridan Zulata.
Good afternoon. My name is Emily Daniel, and I have had the privilege to serve as your senior class press secretary this year. We gather here today to celebrate our accomplishments and to close the chapter of our years at McKinney-Boyd High School. Today we acknowledge all of our hard work, determination, and dedication to McKinney-Boyd. At this moment, we are preparing for life on our own, preparing for a life completely different than the one we are currently living. We're preparing for our futures, our careers, and our life dreams. But this moment and the events that follow it are the determinants of whether or not we will fulfill our ambitions. In your college, career, or whatever you may face tomorrow, find your true calling, because first and foremost, a love of life will lead you to your wealth. I think my mom, Ellen DeGeneres, said it best when she said to find your passion, stay true to yourself, and never follow someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, in which case you should probably follow that. Our passion is in our hands now, because after we leave here today, everything will be different. No longer will you have your parents checking your hack and pressuring you to pressuring you to keep up with your school or your work. From now on, you create your own pressure. No longer will your teachers approach you with opportunities to boost your grade. From now on, you make your own opportunities. What direction your life will take you is unknown. But what is known is that everyone seated before me has potential for greatness. We've been given a base for the rest of our lives with a phenomenal high school education. We've been given a chance, a blank slate. What will we make of it? At this time, will the graduates please stand? McKinney-Boyd class of 2016, I'm honored to lead you in the turning of your tassels. You may now turn your tassel. Congratulations.
I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to a lot of speeches tonight, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. My name is Bradley Stockmo, and I've spent the last couple of years as your senior class treasurer, and around this time of year, it's customary for us to give a gift back to our class. Now, I'm up here today, like I spent a lot of the school year, upset at myself for not putting more effort into this before I got here. But here we go. We've spent the last 4 years with this school, and in all honesty, we owe a lot to our faculty over to my right, your left, and Pearson, Rick McDaniel back there. And I feel like it's honoring them if we give something back. So as a senior class, we have donated a couple $1,000s to the class below us to start a fund for a senior class. Again, I winged this. So as a senior class, we have donated money to Boyd, and we will be using that money to put a Bronco statue out front of Boyd. Thank you again for letting me come up here and speak. And good luck to you guys in whatever's next.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, and friends. My name is Macy Prince, and I have had the honor of being your senior class historian for the 2015-2016 school year. At the beginning of the year, our entire class voted on a motto that aimed to describe the actions and attitudes of every senior at McKinney Boyd. Although we're not wildcats, and this isn't High School Musical, we unanimously agree that we're all in this together. This could not be more true, as we all supported our sports teams together, we all struggled with attendance together, and finally, we're all graduating together. So as a tribute to all the things that have made our senior year what it is, why not present the people that embody them? I want to thank all of the parents and fellow students for sharing their pictures with us and making this presentation possible. I also want to give a special thanks to Mr. Tiller for assisting me in sending out and answering hundreds of emails. I hope this video reminds you all of the many relationships that exist because of your attendance at McKinney Boyd High School. Congratulations, class of 2016, for all of the accomplishments that bring you here today, and best of luck in all of the opportunities that you will encounter in the future. Now, it is my honor to introduce the senior video for the class of 2016.
Ramblers in the wilderness, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from the search and get a little worn down in between. Like a bull chasing a matador, as a man left to his own schemes. But everybody needs someone beside, shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Oh, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Oh, let me be your fortress. The night with the driving on. Be the one to light the way. Bring it home. Take to the sky. Open up your eyes and see how far you get in just one day. Take to the sea and open up your heart and see how far you get atop this breeze. And it's a big old world we're living now, and how mighty it can be. And all this time I pictured you standing next to me, so we could go find things we'd never seen. Climb all the trees up to the top and see all that your eyes will let you see. Take the lead out to the streets as far as your lungs will carry you atop your feet. And it's the only time, it's the only time for you to be your own. And you told me, you told me I will lead the life that I love. And it's a big old world we're living now, and how mighty it can be. And all this time I pictured you standing next to me, so we could go find things we'd never seen. Oh, and all your days you live life on the run, and now you see your time has finally come to live your life just one day by one. It's a big old world we're living now, and how mighty it can be. And all this time I pictured you standing next to me, so we could go find things we'd never seen.
Here and now, it's time for celebration. I finally figured out, yeah, that all our dreams
Good afternoon, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Caroline Rollins, and this year I have served as Student Council President. During graduation season, advice flows freely from parents, teachers, friends, and more. And while it may seem you have heard every piece of advice under the sun, I have one more I would like to give. I would like to encourage you to get involved in your community. Serving in student council, as well as other organizations, has provided opportunities for growth and leadership that otherwise I would not have had. And there are opportunities for involvement everywhere you go. You just have to keep an eye out for them. Whether you're headed to a university, a trade school, the military, or the workforce, being involved in your community will make a difference in your life and others. And as Dr. Seuss once said, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." Thank you.
Let's give our class of 2016 one big round of applause. Parents and family members, we'd like to thank you guys for coming out today. As a mom myself of a graduate in 2 more years, my mama heart goes out to you guys. I know that you're super, super proud of your Broncos, as we are proud of them as well. Class of 2016, thank you. Thank you for all that you guys have done. You guys have been absolutely amazing. You also have a piece of my mama heart, and I'm very, very proud of all of you, and I cannot wait to hear all of the great things that you guys are gonna do. We all know that it would not be a closing to a McKinney Boyd event and make it the special place that it is without a certain someone saying a certain something. So at this time, I'd like to invite to the stage Mr. James Bambico.
As you know, I love being a McKinney Boyd Bronco. I'm very passionate about my job. I love my job. I love being a Bronco. And I have the mindset of every day is a great day to be a Bronco. It's even better to be a McKinney Boyd Bronco graduate. Parents and our guests, during the recessional/dismissal, please remain standing until all of our Boyd graduates have exited the ceremony. Also, parents and guests, please meet up with your Bronco graduate, congratulate, and show them some love. But we do ask that you clear the building in the parking lot by 5:15. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, listen carefully. Join me with the Go Broncos. As Anthony mentioned earlier, make it a great life. The choice is yours. Go Broncos!